everyone, and welcome back to Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy. Where we last left off, we defeated the first four Stardroids. That being Mercury, Neptune, Mars, and Venus. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, so all we're left with is Terra. Well, our second encounter with Terra. By the way, this is a cutscene, so I have no control over this.
Oh, that's what's going on. Alright.
The Game Boy games are a bit more cinematic in comparison to the console games. At least the NES console games. Like, that's strange. There's nothing here, Rush. It's been a long time, Mega Man. No, it hasn't. I didn't expect to see you in one piece again. But that is of little consequence now. I will destroy you as I did before and avenge my fallen comrades. Dark Moon, attack. Oh yeah, so I also did a practice run of this specifically, and Dark Moon is basically a yellow devil.
Fucking devil boss.
That's 2 hits. Dark Moon also has the patterns of both of the Yellow Devils from 1 and 3.
Making them equally annoying.
Oh! One more hit. Ah!
Almost had it.
It's fine, I'll get him next time. And there you have it.
Dark Moon is kaput.
You gonna do the honors?
Retro.
Welcome back, Mega Man. I've just discovered some shocking news. The Stardroids have been using the resources of Earth to create an even more powerful generation of robots. If they launch an all-out attack now, we'll be easily defeated. I'm not sure what to do. Dr. Light, we need to strike now. If you can transfer Rush for space, we can try a surprise attack and wipe them out. Okay. I'll start modifying Rush and give him some extra firepower. This may take some time, so why don't you go exchange over there for items? I don't want to buy anything.
Alright.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, now, but doesn't Mega Man 3 for the console also take place in space?
I'm not sure.
Alright, so what's the weakness chain now?
Who was the last one we got?
Well, okay, well, the other Stardroids we have are, well, are Jupiter, Pluto, Uranus, and...
Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Pluto.
Yeah. Okay, wait, I fought Venus first.
Venus, you got Bubble Bomb from him. Jupiter's weak to Bubble Bomb.
Alright, we'll start with Jupiter.
Babble bam.
Oh, low gravity.
Blah blah blah. I don't know what I'm saying.
Ah! Why did I know that was gonna happen?
Ah.
Oh.
So I had the most random thought earlier today.
Yeah.
For some reason, the Humongous Entertainment games just kind of popped into my head.
I think... It's funny you say that, because I think a video about Humongous Entertainment appeared on my recommendeds.
Oh, really?
I think it's like the... I think it's like something along the lines of like the sad downfall of Humongous Entertainment. Or something along those lines.
Yeah, because Humongous Entertainment isn't really around anymore.
No.
Which is sad, you know?
Well, at least their games are available on Steam.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God most of their games are available on Steam and on the App Store.
Oh, I have to do all that again.
But I was thinking about Freddy Fish in general.
Yeah.
I was thinking like despite like, you know, that series of games being about like you going around solving mysteries, the gameplay of those games don't really revolve around the mystery so much.
Huh. What do you mean?
Like so going from by all 5 games, the first game you're trying to find the stolen treasure chest of Kelpsy, but you don't go around you're doing it by following bottles that have clues to that lead you. You're going around like finding bottles that lead you to the treasure's location. It's not much of a mystery. Like it's not much of a mystery as to who stole it or why. Second game with the haunted schoolhouse. You're trying. The main gameplay is you trying to collect parts to build a trap to catch the fake ghost. Again, not much mystery solving going on in the gameplay of that one.
So you're saying
Third
that
game.
like the focus, like the gameplay doesn't like match like the plot is what you're saying.
Well, yeah, it's like the main gist of what you're doing in gameplay doesn't really have much focus on what the plot of the game is supposed to be. I mean, granted, they are simple. Granted, they are simple plots, which, granted, they are simple plots, but it's like, you know, I don't know, but it's like, they are simple plots, but it's like, they don't really involve much, well, like, third game.
You
like,
don't. No, keep going.
Third game, I'm sorry to do this, but I'll be right. It'll be...
That's not it. No, I didn't want to do that! Ooh. Oh wait, no, that's not it.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I need to take care of something. So anyway, third game. Third Freddy Fish game. My favorite from when I was a kid.
The only one I'm most familiar with.
You're trying to find the main goal of the gameplay in the third game is to collect the 3 golden pipes, which leads yeah. It's to collect the 3 golden pipes to like
Which will give you a clue as to where the thief is hidden.
Yeah, will lead you to which will lead you to the thief's hideout, and only at the very end of that section of, exploring the ruins and saving Luther, only at the very end of that are you given a clue to help solve the mystery. So it's like, there is a bit of mystery in there, but only at the very end do you do any sort of interrogating. The fourth game, Briny Gulch. The main gameplay in that one is you're trying to gather clothing. You're trying to create a disguise by gathering 3 different pieces of clothing attire to get into the rustler's hideout. However, I will give a little credit to the fourth game However, I will give credit to the fourth game that it does incorporate the mystery element a lot better than the first 3 games. Because in Freddy Fish 3, you could in most humongous entertainment games, you could talk to the NPCs and you could talk to the NPCs and there'd be little flavor dialogue, But in Freddy Fish 3, there's when you talk to some of the NPCs, it's you can ask them, oh, who do you think, sometimes when you talk to the NPCs in the flavor, in the Freddy Fish 3, you get little flavor text of oh, who do you think stole the Great Conch Shell, or who do you think did this, or who do you think is behind all this? The fourth game, it does a little bit better job because it has little cutscenes thrown into the game for
Ice physics.
What? Oh, ice physics. Yeah, that sucks. The fourth game, there are little cutscenes spliced into the gameplay to make certain characters look suspicious and seem like they could be the bad guy, but of course this is a humongous entertainment game, so it's all dependent on the RNG. Literally the fifth game is the only one that the fifth game, the Coral Cove, the fifth game, the Coral Cove one, literally, that's the only one whose main core gameplay is trying to solve the mystery. The core gameplay of the 5th one is going around and trying to collect clues and all that stuff. Try and solve the mystery of the sea monster. It's the only one to have the main core gameplay solving the mystery, whereas the other 4 are like.
I have to do this all over again.
Ah, lovely. Whereas the other 4, you know. Whereas the other 4, the mystery is kind of a backseat to like the main gameplay, you know.
I mean, they are like children's entertainment games through and through.
Yeah, I know. So like the 4th, so I will say out of all 5 games, the 4th and the 5th game definitely do the better job of incorporating the actual mystery of the plot.
In the gameplay.
Into the gameplay, the 4th and the 5th games do the best job of incorporating the mystery into the gameplay. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 don't really do that much. I do want to have another one before that, but I also had the thought earlier of one of the 4 main humongous entertainment franchises were like their own TV shows, you know?
Do they or don't they?
What if they were? They
what
are
if?
not. What if they were? Like, you know, Freddy Fish, Pajama Sam, Putt Putt, Spy Fox.
You know, I can totally see that.
I can totally imagine those 4 shows having their own animated cartoons, you know?
Yeah. They would probably do, if they did, I would have hoped that they would, you know, match the art style of the games. As well as the animation.
Oh yeah!
I can totally see, like... Yeah, all four of their games, I mean, all 4 of their major IPs having an animated series.
Like, I would have, if they had made Freddy Fish or Pajama Sam, Putt Putt or Spy Fox their own animated series, I would so watch those. Although I feel like there'd be, like, a couple problems with originality stemming from some of them. Like, Freddy Fish. Freddy Fish, major problem would probably just be seen as a Scooby-Doo ripoff, you know?
Well, not necessarily. It would kind of be like one of those slice-of-life cartoons.
What do you mean?
Do you really not know what the term slice-of-life is?
I've heard of it, but I'm not sure what you mean by it in this context.
Okay, well... What I mean is that, like... I guess it could go more in... What I mean is, like, it could go more in depth of the characters themselves rather than having them solve the mysteries. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they can do that too, as well as they're having there be a mystery element to it. Spy Fox is another one I feel would run into issues, although, granted, I could be talking out of... Granted, I didn't play the Spy Fox game, so I'm not sure if that's accurate. Not sure if
that enemy would not drop!
Yikes.
Well, I think for Spy Fox, he would probably, you know, just go on a mission.
Yeah, I was thinking...
You know, it's a parody of, like, Spy Flick or James Bond. Granted, I've never played Spy Fox myself either.
I was gonna I don't know why, but when I was thinking about it earlier today, I was thinking about calling it a rip-off Inspector Gadget, but I'm like, that's not even fair. But again, that's like...
I don't think Spy Fox would really count as being a dumbass.
Well, again, I haven't played the Spy Fox games, so I don't know what the games are like.
I mean, he would have to be a pretty competent spy, unlike Inspector Gadget, who is an incompetent inspector.
Yeah, I know. again, have played the games, so I don't know what they're like. Pajama Sam, I feel like I haven't played a full Pajama Sam game, but I have played the demo for Pajama Sam 3 once.
SGB did a playthrough of the first Pajama Sam game.
Yeah,
for for their Halloween fest.
Yeah, I saw that. And when I was a kid, I played the demo for Pajama Sam 3 a few times.
For crying out loud!
I feel like Pajama Sam could be a really, really interesting and inventive show because of like all the different places.
Split paths.
Oh, okay, split paths, ahoy. Pajama Sam, I feel like could be a very inventive cartoon because of all the different places the character goes in the game.
Oh yeah, kind of like, you know, like where Pajama Sam going through like different during adventures throughout his going on different adventures.
Yeah, and these places are hidden within his own house, mind you.
Oh, and we've reached Jupiter.
Oh, we have? Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so you keep going and okay, what was his weakness? It was Venus' weapon.
Yeah, Bubble Bomb. So, like, if I remember, like, in the first, if I remember from what I saw in, like, the playthrough of the first game, like, the world he enters in Pajama Sam 1, the world he adventures in Pajama Sam 1 is, like, it goes through his closet, I think.
Oh, God! Okay, I'm gonna die here.
Like, that world is in his closet, I think.
That sounds right from what I can remember.
And from what I remember in Pajama Sam 3, and what I remember from Pajama Sam 3 is, like, the world he enters into that one, it's in his fucking kitchen pantry.
Pantry, not the refrigerator?
I think it's the pantry. Again, I haven't seen footage of Pajama Sam 3 in a long time. Anywho.
Is it,
so...
Right, so we beat Jupiter, and what weapon did we get this time?
We get the electric shock.
Okay. Kind of acts as a melee weapon.
Turret at E
Error.
Yeah.
No, I didn't want to do that. Oh, I can go back.
Nice. So.
Yeah, I wanted to go into the shop first. Alright, so we got 144 P-chips.
There's 140. No.
Shut up. Alright, so what are these, Meg arm, grab it, and attack the enemy over and over. 100 P-chips, yes! I can get it! Yes. Nope, no, I don't want... Alright, we got an actual power-up. Alright, so who's next?
Well, now that you got...
Electric shock or something?
Saturn. Go to Saturn. He's weak.
Oh, right here.
Yep.
Alright.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, Saturn has really good music.
Yeah.
And so, continue your conversation. Oh no!
Ah!
Bad guess.
No rewind to save you.
No.
Anyway, yeah, what I remember of Pajama Sam 3, it's like the world he enters there is like in his pantry, from what I think. So it's like he goes, like, there's like these little worlds hiding in this kid's house that he explores as a superhero.
Fuck!
I feel like that would make for a pretty, that's a pretty inventive idea for a kid's, for an animated cartoon.
Now how the fuck oh wait. Oh no, I can't do that.
I'll be right back, again.
Oh my god, Adam!
Not my fault.
How the fuck am I supposed to reach those? Oh well, I guess we'll just have to keep going. Oh, yeah. Oh, hi, Eddie. There, Adam. No. I cannot reach those. Ooh. Oh. Oh. And I've reached Saturn. Oh! And I got him.
I'm back.
Well, you just missed me beating Saturn.
Lovely. Don't blame me, blame my frickin' family. I told them not to bug me during a recording session, but do they listen? No fucking way.
Alright, so I got Black Hole.
Which you can't use on any of the other robot Stardroids here. You also got Rust Check.
Oh, nice. So basically, Black Hole is essentially useless.
Yep. You have Grab Buster, don't you?
Yes.
Then you can go to Pluto.
Alright. Pluto probably has the best theme in the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so, so where did we leave off?
I was talking about... Anyway.
Well, if you're done, there's a conversation, like I said, I want to have with you.
I still have...
Alright.
So, like, I feel like that concept of, like, a kid exploring worlds that are hidden within his own house for Pajama Sam would be really inventive for a kid's show. For a cartoon, especially.
Yeah. Kind of similar to Little Nemo, the Dream Master.
Was that, like a movie? Like a movie?
I think it started as a comic.
Oh. But then you got Punch Punch. You know, the talking car. Like, I don't know what kind of show that would be.
Probably something like... Wait. Well, I never played Puppet, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah. I have.
But my...
And you died.
Yeah.
Anyway. How much games are like...
Yes?
Puppet games are like trying to fix a bad situation. Like...
So problem solving.
Yeah. There's like... Putt-Putt saves the zoo, Putt-Putt saves the circus, Putt-Putt travels through time to get his schoolwork back. There's like Putt-Putt joins the race, I think. There's one of them. So it's like, it's just generic kid stuff.
Okay.
But I have a feeling that a Putt-Putt, that just the mere existence of Putt-Putt would, if you're talking about a talking vehicle going on adventures, there's two other shows that immediately come to mind that would probably warrant a lawsuit.
Would that be Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yes, and there's also one more.
Frickin' JJ the Jet Plane? Yes.
I feel like having Putt-Putt around would be too similar to Thomas the Tank Engine and JJ the Jet Plane. Especially JJ. I feel like the makers of JJ would especially take offense to that, because it's like, JJ, Putt-Putt, it's another character that has... character that has, like, a double name, you know? It's like...
But again, the art style would be... I mean, I think they would be fine because the art style is completely different from either of those shows. Yeah.
Do you really think those four shows would look good if they followed the art style? Do you think like a Freddy Fish or like the Jamma Sam Spy Fox or those four shows would look good if they followed the art style of the games?
I think so, yeah. I think it can work.
I guess so.
I mean, they would have to, like, upscale the resolution to make it less pixely.
I was just gonna say, like, you need to find a way... I was just gonna say you need to find a way to get rid of the pixels, because it wouldn't be a computer game, it'd be a cartoon. Like a Saturday morning cartoon. And also fix the
For
voice
fuck's
quality.
sake!
Also fix the voice quality.
What, my voice quality?
No, of the game.
Oh!
If you're
Like-
gonna make those games into cartoons, fix the audio quality.
Okay, I'm not falling for that again. So are you done?
Like I feel like
You are not
What?
done.
I still had more. Like, I feel like each show would have episodes based on the games they have. You know, like
Yeah,
there
like
have to be
adaptations, yeah.
adaptations of the games they've already got. Which I feel like Freddy Fish then would face some scrutiny because, come on, Humongous, we didn't need 5 games in a fucking row hammering home the same message that stealing is bad. Like, and literally, that is the moral of all 5 fucking Freddy Fish games. That stealing is wrong. Like, you didn't need 5 games to tell us that. I mean, okay, granted the first game isn't much about stealing is wrong, more so it's like, you should share everything with everyone. But the other 4 games, the end moral is stealing is bad and you're wrong for doing it. It's like, come on, guys. But yeah, I still think it would be cool if all 4 of those shows got TV shows. They probably, I don't know how well they do, but I still think it'd be cool. Anyway, you were gonna say?
Right. So there's actually like one other series, if we can. There's one other like series that actually has been piquing my interest again.
What?
Something called that I really wish we could show off is a game series called the Clue Finders.
I think I've heard of them. Aren't they another series of like edutainment CD-ROM games?
CD-ROMs, yes, but yeah, and edutainment, yeah, you pretty much hit the nail on the head. But Clue Finders is like definitely the most Scooby-Doo. It's probably like the most Scooby-Doo like you'll ever experience on computers.
And that's saying something, considering that Scooby-Doo actually did get a few CD-ROM games.
Also, we reach Pluto.
Yep. I think I've heard. Oh.
But
I think I've heard it.
Oh my God, Adam!
Sorry.
Oh wait, no, black hole is useless against Pluto.
You need a grab buster.
Oh, oh, that. Oh, exact same pattern as he was in Make. Right. What I was going to say is that like the Clue Finders, like, their stories are a bit more mature in comparison to, you know, the Humongous Entertainment games.
Sorry, I'm eating French fries. I think I've heard of the Clue Finders before. I haven't played them, but I've heard of them.
It's a pretty interesting series.
Isn't it based around math?
Not just math. There are other subjects that like they tackle throughout the series.
Like what?
Well, language arts and geography.
So it's like Jumpstart in a sense.
Jumpstart, but more mature. And And you know, for like computer games that are like edutainment, they actually have some pretty interesting plots. I'm not gonna go into spoilers.
Ear, read,
Alright, so we got one more Star Droid to fight.
Now that you got break dash from Pluto, you can go to Uranus. We don't say the other pronunciations here because we are adult people.
Oh, too late for that. I already said it that way.
Well, I'm saying Uranus because that's the way adults say it. Actually, actually mature adults.
Right. Actually, I've been pronouncing it as Uranus. Uranus.
What? That is like the most wrong pronunciation I've ever heard for that planet.
I'm sorry, but if Uranus without the us is just urine, that's why.
I guess it is.
Whoa!
Anyway, I doubt those Clue Finder games are like available digitally.
What? I can't hear you.
The Clue Finder games, I doubt they've been ported to Steam or anything.
No. You'd have to like try and find a way to emulate them.
I wouldn't mind giving those games a shot. I mean, I did grow up with Jumpstart, which sounds kind of, which, as you said, it's a mature version of Jumpstart. So I wouldn't mind trying those games out.
And you know, and as I said before, like when you really look at like the characters of the main characters of Clue Finders themselves, it really feels like you're like they really like give you the Scooby-Doo vibes. I mean, hell, in the Clue Finders game for 4th graders, they even have a dog. Well, not exactly
a talking dog.
Not exactly a talking dog, because like you're the only one who can hear his voice. You, the player.
Lawsuit from Hanna-Barbera, ahoy!
The thing is, like, the dog in that game is called Socrates.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, we could try those games out sometime.
And like, you really gotta pay attention. I think the thing that really like gets me with like the Clue Finders, like after rediscovering them again, is when we play the Clue Finders game for 3rd graders, everyone pretty much like goes on and pretty much like memes the cutscenes of the Zelda CDI games. The cutscenes that they have is pretty much on par with that kind of quality.
Oh god.
The facial animations are almost as good. I was laughing my ass off at some of those cutscenes. Like, at the sheer presentation of them alone.
And this is a 3rd grade installment?
The 3rd grade installment, yeah.
So it sounds... Okay, first of all, that sounds like something we definitely need to visit someday. Second of all, it sounds like these games are much like Jumpstart, in which there's different games for different grade levels.
Well, not all of them. It starts at 3rd grade. There's no for kindergarten, 1st, or 2nd.
Oh, really?
No. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Odd. Is it just 3rd and 4th grade, or how high does it go?
It goes as high as 6th grade.
So there's only 4 games?
Yeah.
Odd.
Okay, how the fuck do I break these?
Wonder why they didn't make games for lower grade levels.
Probably because they didn't feel that 2nd graders were smart enough? That's just my theory.
I call that dumbing down. I call that insulting a kid's intelligence.
I mean, like I said, I don't know the answer why they start at 3rd grade and then stop at 6th grade.
I mean, I was saying that's odd because the Jumpstart series has a game for pretty much every elementary grade level. Like, there's a game for preschool, kindergarten. There's a game for preschool, pre-K, kindergarten, first and all the way, I think, up to 6th grade, actually.
Actually, I heard bad things about Jumpstart 6th grade.
Oh, so it is a thing. I wasn't just making that up. I was gonna say I'm not sure if there's a Jumpstart game for 6th grade, but
there is, but I've heard bad things about it.
Like how bad?
I don't know for sure. I've only heard as much. I never had any personal experience with that.
Well, I haven't either. But you know what's funny, actually? I did once have you're gonna find this funny. I did once have an experience with Jumpstart 4th grade when I was in 2nd grade. Like, so I was in 2nd grade, right? And I was at the time I was what?
I'm trying to get up here, but
oh, struggling?
Yes.
Oh, so I was in daycare at the time. It was like a weekend. I think it was at daycare. The daycare place I was at had a computer with several computer games. One of the computer games was Jumpstart 4th grade, and I thought I was smart enough to play it, so I tried to play.
Well, I'm not gonna get it.
I thought I was smart enough to play that, so I did.
Were you mistaken?
Very sorely mistaken. I had no clue what the fuck I was doing. That's what happens when you try to play a video game that's meant for 2 grades above your level. But it's like I thought I could play it because hey, I love the Jumpstart games. I had Jumpstart 1st grade and I had Jumpstart 1st grade and kindergarten, pre-K, and preschool.
Thought I was done for there.
So I loved the Jumpstart games, and I thought, hey, maybe I could try this out. It says 4th grade, it might be a little old for me, but you know what? I think I'm smart enough to play it. Boy, was I wrong. And you're dead.
Yeah.
Rare tur. I'm actually gonna go look up those clue finders. The clue finders. Oh yeah, I've seen these games.
Oh! Ah! Well, I don't have to go all the way back. funny that, like, at the time, like, I saw game, I played the game, I didn't know what it was called.
Oh yeah, you're right. I was looking up to see if there were any other games that maybe you weren't remembering, but oh yeah, you're right. There really are only 4 grade levels. There really are only 3rd through 6th grade. But that's not all they made. There are other games, apparently.
Right.
There's a math adventures game, a reading adventures game, a search and solve adventures game, and a couple of other things. But you know what? I actually, looking at these... Whoops.
Ow!
Didn't mean to do that.
Daugen.
But you know what? Looking
For
at...
fuck's sake!
You know what? Looking at the covers...
Yeah?
You know what? Looking at the covers of these games, I do recognize them, actually.
How do you...
Because, what?
How do you manage to recognize them?
Because these games are so these games are made by the Learning Company, which was actually the creator of another series, which was actually the creator of another series of CD-ROM games that I did play growing up, Reader Rabbit. So and of course those games had, like, you know, advertisements, and of course those games had advertisements for their other products, and I think Blue Finders were among some of the advertised games I saw while playing those games. So I am familiar with the Blue Finders names, just never played them. I mean, I was aware of them as a kid, I just never played them or paid any attention to them. Because I was a fan of Reader Rabbit more than me.
Alright, we finally reached Uranus.
In fact, I think Reader Rabbit may be the reason why this series doesn't have any games for grade levels below 3.
Alright, so what is Uranus's weakness again? Is it break dash?
Uranus, break dash, yeah. The
Alright.
weapon you just got, break dash.
Ah! I defeated him, and yet I didn't use break. I wasn't break dashing.
Wow.
Alright, so we beat Uranus and we get... Oh, basically the super arm. Deep Digger.
Yeah. Is that all of them?
Yep. So that's gonna be it for this part. So I need to write down this password. Okay, I've written it down.
Alright, then that'll do it for us.
You don't want to recite the password here?
See you guys next part.
We don't have tree, but we have rear.
Yep.
Well, before we leave, I want to see what I can buy.
Alright.
Alright, so we've got the 2 power-ups for the Mega Arm. Now, let's see if I can get the energy bouncer. Ah, I'm 20 Peach and sure.
Wah, 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 wah.
Well, we need to collect those 4 jewels anyway.
But yeah, we'll do that next. We'll do that next part.
Alright then, that's gonna do it.
See ya.